What is going on, you guys? This is Bach the Rock, and today, guys, we got some good news. We got some good classic news. We actually got some news that's the talk of the net, plus among other YouTubers. And sorry if you see me drinking this, guys. I haven't had any breakfast, so because up half the night doing some looking, plus the fact that I also have been looking forward to this news since yesterday, and I'm going to be going over it. Oh, let me take a swig of this first. Whew. Good stuff. Okay, so first off, guys, the good news is we actually got some information about what happened. But before we get into the good news, let me review what we talked about in our previous video. If you guys remembered, in the previous video, we said that if we were to travel, the main things we need to do before traveling, translators, whether it can be speaking, reading, or anything else that can help if you're in a different country. Studying the laws. So if you're stuck on what laws that country has, you can abide by them. And to make sure that you comply and be respectful since you're representing from where you're traveling from. Okay? Now, these key factors are important because I'm going to tell you guys, if you could think of an anime character with a high IQ or a medium IQ and compare it to Johnny Somali, yeah, Johnny Somali's IQ, or should I say Ramsey Khalid Ishmael's, aka Johnny Somali, IQ is definitely lower than 39. You compare him to any character in anime, that's his IQ. Heck, you put him in a fight with any anime villain, that's his IQ. I mean, come on, man. Anyway, beside the point, let me bring up the spigots of what he caused, and then I'll get into the news. Plus, I will leave the video down below. Uncle Ben, welcome to the chat. Wyatt, welcome to the chat. We're just going over some information, guys. So, that's very funny. That's very funny, Uncle Ben. So anyway, guys, if you guys don't remember some of the videos, you guys already know how much deep dog water Johnny Somali is in. So if you guys didn't know, he's already being charged with obstruction of business because he was at a Korean 7-Eleven. Here's some interesting facts that they just reviewed. So he obstructed another business called Latte World. Now, I said something about this in my previous video. I didn't have time to link the vid exactly, but if I find it, I'll link it in the description so you guys can see it from there. But he has obstructed two businesses. He's gotten a lot of assault charges. He's got a rap sheet that's so bad that if you guys remembered, he compared himself to R. Kelly, P. Diddy, and Epstein. Yeah, his rap sheet is probably longer than their drinking list. Anyway, so Barry, Ohio. Welcome to the chat. So anyway, So we know that Johnny Somali is in deep dog water as it is. But not only that, he played, if you guys remember, we talked about this, but he played his text-to-speech thing through a loudspeaker on his backpack. He violated safety laws. He played, and his chat was playing some really derogatory stuff. Like stuff that was labeled inappropriate, stuff that was basically, inappropriate. And threats. The worst part was he even played North Korean propaganda, which, if you guys watch Legal Mindset, he already explained about that because he's in South Korea. So, but anyhow, beside the point. So Johnny Somali's pretty much got himself up the river. And when you think the idiot can't go as low, he puts up these ridiculous videos. So you guys didn't hear. So basically, here's what we know. With Johnny Somali, we know his name is Ramzi Khalid Ishmael. And there are YouTubers that pulled up facts that he's not Somali. Apparently, he's Ethiopian. Well, he's Ethiopian and American. But the thing is, but he tries the reason, and here's the reason why he picked Somali. Because he wanted to make his name for money, for clout. So, yeah. But beside that fact, he has caused a whole crap storm that he is looking at some serious troubles. And you think maybe he is going to stop? So here's the icing on the cake, which was kind of funny. Before his TikTok got banned, he got into arguments with people that are actually Somali, or I think, because I know some people confronted him about it. Then he pretty much threatened that if TikTok bans him, that he would go back to disgrace another statue. Now, I've already discussed about this in the first video when I was bringing this up. If you guys don't remember, in Korea, they have these statues that are basically memorials for women and children who, in World War II, were, how do I put it, were, supposedly comfort women. I don't want to say the actual term, so because I don't want to say a wrong term because I don't want to feel like, it's going to leave a bad taste in my mouth. But anyway, beside that point, guys, so on top of that, he's also being charged with deep fakes. So with all that being said, he's looking to a good amount of time. And like I said, I will leave meme birds. I don't know what that means. But the good news is, guys, and I don't know what, I think they meant to say what's up. I think that's what they mean by WSP. But anyway, so like I was saying, guys, we just got some news from Legal Mindset, which kicked the icing on the cake to a bad week, from a bad week to a good week. Officially, we found out that Ramzi Khalid Ishmael, aka Johnny Somali, has a court date. And if you guys are looking forward to an early Christmas present, you got it. We found out it's in December, and it could be the week during Christmas or before Christmas. which means they are literally going to throw the book at him. And to be honest, guys, I'm actually looking forward to this. I know that sounds like anime-style villain evil, but he disrespected the place where Japanese anime came from, where video games came from. Well, you know, the creation of everything that we got today came from, pretty much. Like, if you're an anime fan, a manga fan, a video game fan, some of the companies that made video games are from Japan, or some stuff that we get is from, is imported. So I'm actually happy that he's finally going to get the book thrown at him. Now, he's been making stupid provocations, which is going to make things a lot worse on him. So, in a recent video, now, you guys might know this guy. He goes by the name of Ice Poseidon. Now, if anybody in chat knows Ice Poseidon or knows who he is, just hit 1. If you don't know him, hit 2. If you kind of know him but don't watch his content anymore, press 3. So, anybody know who Ice Poseidon is? Okay, if anybody doesn't know who Ice Poseidon is, basically he's an woo. Sorry guys. If you see my nerves shaking, I'm drinking this. It's my breakfast. It's supposed to help me start my day, so, So Ice Poseidon is a IRL streamer who pretty much does pranks and vice versa. I don't know if he still does pranks. I haven't looked it up yet. So Johnny Somali, this is how dumb he is. So basically, in a YouTube vid, Johnny Somali pretty much is trying to pass the buck, thinking, oh, if he puts his cohorts on the line, he will actually be, he would be free of charge or pass the clear. So there are two. So if you guys saw the video, there are 2 YouTubers he's claimed is part of a quote unquote IRL mafia. And he's basically going off the charts saying that they were going to pretty much give him a game over if he turned them in. Okay, so I forget what 2 streamers he brought up. I know he brought up Ice Poseidon as one. And he basically saying like he's the mastermind, and he starts using history references. Now, I am not going to repeat the references or anything like that because they were history references. And basically, this was before my time when they used it in literature and history books. So I'm not gonna bring that one up. So beside the point, basically, he's trying to get people to take the blame off him and pin it on Ice Poseidon and another YouTube IRL streamer. And it's like, dude, how deep is this rabbit hole you're gonna go? I mean, you pretty much got yourself in hot water. And instead of cooking and saying, okay, you know what? I'll be a man. I'll be responsible. I'll take the blame. He decides to try to play the plea deal. Like, he literally tries to play the plea deal and pass the buck to somebody else. So he thinks, because this is what he thinks is going to happen. He thinks if he puts his quote unquote IRL mafia on blast, he thinks it's going to shift the blame off of him, and then he will get a light sentence. This ain't the movies, okay? Now, if you guys seen a lot of court movies, you already know what the police do. Okay, the police, like in police movies, like old detective movies, basically, if a villain is caught, the detective gives them a plea deal, meaning if they give up their people or their cohorts, then they walk away scot-free. But if they don't, then that pretty much means that they're in deep dog water. That's what he thinks was going to happen. Well, here's the stupid thing. And keep in mind, this the beginning of the video when I told you guys, if you're going to travel, use a translator, use everything you can, even the law, study the law and all that stuff. Yeah, this is a big key point, because instead of trying to be mindful, like if people like the people understand what he's saying, but you know, like I said, when they're talking to you, that's when a translator comes in. So, yeah, but back to it. But beside the point. So, like I was saying, I'm kind of stretching this out a little thin. So, the good news is we know Ramzi Khalid Ismail, or Johnny Somali, has a court date. I will, like I said, I will link Legal Mindset's YouTube vid in the video, in the comments down, or comments. I can't even speak right today because my brain's moving fast. I apologize, my brain's moving fast. I will link Legal Mindset's video down in the description below so you guys can actually see the details of all of his crimes, what's going to happen exactly, and all that vice versa. And like I said, on the last video, I know I told you guys about an obstruction of business. So basically, he was at a place called Lotte World. All right. Now, it's supposed to be like an indoor theme park mixed with all kinds of bells and whistles. So basically, someone in his TTS was sending inappropriate messages around kids, which was causing an uproar. So one of the associates who was hospitable tried to ask him to turn down his JBL speaker. Well, he was trying to pass it off saying that the TTS was actually a phone call or vice versa. Well, it got worse because the TTS got more provocative and wrong. They closed off an entire ride and had him confined until the police showed up. Now, with all due respect, guys, if I was now, let's say I was a traveler, okay? If I was in the same vicinity as Ramzi Khalid Ismail or Johnny Somali, whichever one you guys want to call him by, you can call him Ramzi, you can call him Ramzi Khalid Ismail, or you can call him Johnny Somali. If I would have heard that and translated it, and I would have known what it means, I would have taken that JBL speaker, I would have smashed it into little pieces, and I would have pitched it. And if he would have gotten up in my face, I would have said, dude, let's back it up. All right, there are kids here, and we don't want any trouble. That's what I would have done. And if the people would have had my back for the right thing I did, then yeah. Now, if I would have gotten arrested, I would have told them what happened. I would have said, you know, he was the one playing all this stuff after an associate told him to turn it down. That's it. And he was driving me nuts with it because I was standing right next to him. But that would have been my key perspective. But beside the point, My personal opinion, and like I said, hypothetical, that whole scenario, hypothetical, if I was there, I knew what I would have done. But beside the point, we do know for a fact, according to Legal Mindset, that he does have a court date. And again, I will pop the video in the description below. So if you guys want to see the news, like what charges is being brought up on and all that stuff, it'll be linked down below in the description. So yeah, guys, and sorry the video has been a little past due. I've had a lot of stuff to do this week with it being a holiday. And on top of that, I've just been a little up and down, up and down, up and down. When you have no caffeine in your system, or when you don't have any energy drinks, your brain is like, okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? So my brain is like, there's stuff I'm trying to remember, and then it's like, but there's stuff that needs done. It's like, you know, so that's why the vid's a little skedoodled and a little bit late. And yeah, but other than that, before I close out the video, anybody in the chat have any questions? Like about anything in the video at all? And no personal questions, please. If there's any personal questions, I will NA them, like, which means not answer, because I really don't like to answer that. So, any questions? Come on. And sorry if I'm a little speedy. My mind's a little jittery. And me birds, I think I know what's, I think I know what skivity means. I think I know what skivity means is they're referencing that, skivity toilet, skivity toilet YouTube meme. The only thing I can say is just look up skivity toilet, and that should pop up some answers. And like I said, what's WSP? I think they mean what's up. But does anybody have any questions regarding the vid? Man, oh man. Okay. Well, if there's no questions, guys, but there is something I will do, but I'll have to prep up for tomorrow. So I'm going to be doing a vid on a personal opinion, because I don't know if you guys, well, besides the Johnny Somali thing, I'm going to jump ahead to another thingamabobber real quick before I close out. I will be doing another YouTube vid tomorrow. Just keep an eye out. But I'll give you a little hint on what it's about. If you guys heard about the about Japan being forced to censor anime and manga, that's the topic I'm going to be going over. And I'm going to try to look up more information, take notes, and then I'm going to explain it to you guys. But I'm going to give my personal opinions, okay? So, because I think because honestly, the way they're trying to do it is kind of ridiculous. But like I said, I'm going to try to do that. I am going to, and like I said, I know I'm repeating myself. I do apologize. That does happen. I will leave a link on the video down below on where you guys can watch the information about the Johnny Somali update. And then on the other one, I will leave the list of crimes he committed, and you guys can see why he's in deep dog water. But anyway, guys, this is Bach the Rock. John Kincaid, welcome to the stream, man. If you missed the video, you can watch it from start, and then when you come back next time, I will. You can catch me on time because today was a quick video, okay? But anyway, guys, so I'm gonna be getting off here because I'm gonna have a lot to do today. I will try to get the next video up and about as soon as I can, and you're welcome, John Kincaid. And if I sounded rude, I do apologize. But anyway, guys, if you guys like the videos, make sure to like, subscribe, and favorite. Comment down below. Have a good day, good afternoon, and good night. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Bach the Rock signing out. Have a good day.